Hi everyone. Today we'll look at a very common issue, a problem with my toilet that just keeps running. So if you run into this problem, where the water actually keeps running, despite the fact that the tank is full, then we're going to be looking at how to fix that. Very easy. So let's take a look at it. All right. So the first step will be to shut off the water to the toilet. You should have one of these valves right at the bottom of that hose that comes from the tank. Second, we're going to close this. We're going to put our spare part aside, and we're going to take off the lid. Put it down. Your toilet might look different, right? So you have to be careful. This is for this kind of toilet. This is not the two-button flusher, right? So in this particular case, we have the control arm here with a floater that turns off the water. And here we have a problem with this particular piece. So we're going to take off the lid. Normally it's clipped on, right? It comes off very easily. And here we're going to turn this. No, it's counterclockwise, my bad. There you go. Turn it counterclockwise and the mechanism comes off. And under there, which just sunk at the bottom of the tank, yeah, that can happen. That's what it's called. Under there, we have a little seal, this black thing here. And this thing is going to get porous over time. It just slides out. It's difficult to do with one hand. I'm going to try to do this anyway. It just comes off. There it is. Almost out. There we are. I'm just going to put it here for now. There we are. So that piece here is a seal. And this seal typically over time will go bad, right? Especially at the bottom of this little nipple here. If you have air coming in, then this will not do its job correctly anymore, right? So to replace that, we have our new seal right here that I'm going to take out. And you'll see this is literally a 5-minute job. There you go, brand new seal. Gonna put it back on the little mechanism. So there's a little pin here, right? So make sure the pin goes in the hole. There we are. And push it in. Remember that I'm doing all this with one hand, which is a little tricky. And then you just place it back, right? So you rotate clockwise this time. And you make sure that your floater is inserted, which I didn't do here. So I'm gonna have to take it out again. There we are. Push down, whoops, sorry. Push down on the floater, put it back, and screw it on. And that's basically it, right? So I'm gonna actually release the water. Okay, and I'm gonna turn the water back on. And normally, yeah, there we go. It just stopped actually, because we're already at the level where the floater switch is submerged, right? I'm just gonna let some water go again. As you can tell, it's filling up the way it should. The floater switch is moving up and turns off the water. There you go. So that took less than 5 minutes really, with one hand. With two hands, you can do it in probably less than 3 minutes. That part can be found online on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description. Don't forget to put a little cap, plastic cap back on. It just clips on. There we are. And yeah, you can do this. It's a very simple DIY. This part was about $5. So really cheap repair. That's going to save you quite a lot more in the water you'll save by not having a running toilet. Good luck. Remember, this is for this type of toilet, right? You have different types out there. It might not apply to yours, so double check first. And I hope this was helpful. And let me know if you have any questions in the comment section. Thanks. See you soon. One more quick note about this problem. If you're running into the issue where you have water running into the bowl and you're wondering why. So this could come from two things. In my case, we had a seal up here that was continuously filling up the tank, and it would go through the overflow hose here, the pipe, and it would actually run into the bowl as a consequence. But you could be running into other issues where your water actually shuts off just like it is right now, and the water still runs in the bowl, right? And if that's the case, then the problem would be with the seal at the very bottom of your tank. There is a flap that's made of rubber, and this can go bad over time as well. If that's the case, what will be happening will be a little bit different. Instead of running continuously, just like we had, because the water would not shut off here and would continuously go into the overflow, then in your case, what might be happening is that it will fill up the tank, but you will still get water running into the bowl. And after maybe a minute, 2 minutes, depending on how bad the leak is, you're gonna hear your toilet filling up again, because what's happening is that the water is leaking out of the flap at the very bottom, and then the basically the water level goes down, triggers your valve here and your floater, and it refills the tank, and it depletes again through the leak, and then it refills the tank, and so on. So if you hear your toilet actually refilling on a regular basis, meaning that you hear the water actually flowing for a few seconds then stopping, that's because of the flap that's at the bottom. This is not the seal, right? So I wanted to make that clear because I just didn't want to mislead you in a fix that might not be what the problem is on your end. So again, quick way to do that: take the lid of your tank off and look at the water level, right? If the water level is where it is right now, then that would be a flapper issue at the bottom. If the water level is all the way up and it's overflowing, that's coming from this, right? All right, so I hope this is helpful, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Thanks.